Councillor Nolan. I was co-opted to the Galway City Council in 2011 when Nolan got elected to the Dáil. I have worked in various jobs in my lifetime. My last job was at Boston Scientific. I worked there as a product builder. I was on the communications team there, and I became a member of the European Employees Forum. I've been a member of SIP2 for about 18 years. I was shop steward, assistant shop steward in Royal Tara, China. As I said, I worked at many different jobs in my lifetime. I lived in Roundstone for about 10 years, where I did a bit of farming, looking after cows and calves and dosing them and helping the cow to calf. I'm, I suppose, political in the sense that I feel that the city needs to focus on what it does best. I think the green areas really need to be enhanced. We have the Barn Woods, we have Terryland Forest Park, and we have Merlin Woods. And all these areas seem to be neglected. At times there's a big boost to do something about them, and then it just seems to die away. I think a person's environment, where they live is so important for their sense of humour, for sense of mental health. I feel planning is very important. In the last number of years, people are in houses where there's no front garden, no back garden. You could nearly hand a cup of tea to the person over across in some parts of the city, and I think it's no real place to rear families. I see huge estates of about 500 houses, and there's no real focus in the middle of it. There's no community centre. These seem to be all afterthoughts, where proper planning would be that you'd have the community centre and a place of worship for the different religious groups or non-religious groups. They should be part of the planning. It shouldn't be 30 years later like in Ballyfile, where you're getting your community centre after 30 years. Now that's, to me, is very bad planning. I wasn't living in Galway at that time, because I've lived in Dublin, I've lived 2 years in Copenhagen, and even in relation to transport, I think we haven't really dealt with it. I've looked at the outer bypass plan, and it doesn't deal with how to get people to and from the large centres of industry like Parkmore. It deals with certain aspects of getting people around the city, but it doesn't deal with getting people to work, and I think we have to rethink that. I mean, the idea that public transport can't deliver people to their workplace where there's thousands of workers, I think that doesn't make sense at all, but that's the way it is. I suppose what I would like for Galway would be, I suppose that the councillors would have more of a say, and that they wouldn't be afraid to have their say in relation to big projects. There seems to be an awful lot of pressure that you have to vote within a certain, you get all the plans on a Thursday, and then you have to make your mind up, and you're under all sorts of pressure to vote in a certain way on the Monday. I think that's to me crazy. You need to have plenty of meetings with residents, businesses, before you make up your mind on any project. And there's one failure I see, is that there's always that pressure to make a decision, and you're thinking, is it right, is it wrong? And to be able to make your mind up, you have to be well informed, and I think sometimes we don't get time to be informed when we go to meetings. Thank you.